Hello, everyone. I'm Sign1News anchor Martha Anger. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment about this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. FBI Director Christopher Wray is joining a growing chorus of people expressing their concern and caution that the social media platform TikTok is a national security threat. Recently, Wray spoke at the University of Michigan and said the video sharing app, which is owned by Chinese company ByteDance, is collecting data from U.S. users for spying purposes. And could gain access to your device through software. He also warns the Chinese government could manipulate content on the app with its recommendation algorithm. Last month, the FCC commissioner also called for a nationwide TikTok ban. And earlier this year urged Google and Apple to remove it from their app stores. Experts recommend you think twice before downloading it on your phone. Students at more than 20 school districts across Texas wore Pink Monday in honor of 7-year-old Athena Strands. It was her favorite color. She disappeared outside her home last Wednesday. 2 days later, Athena's body was found. Authorities arrested and charged 31-year-old FedEx driver Tanner Lynn Horner for Athena's murder. Authorities say he abducted and murdered Athena. Investigators say they received a tip that led them to Horner. Horner eventually told investigators where he left the girl's body. Police say Horner did not know Athena or her family. The abduction was simply a crime of opportunity. Horner is being held in a county jail on murder and aggravated kidnapping charges. His bond was set at $1.5 million. The majority of the U.S. is experiencing high or very high levels of respiratory illnesses. As a result, over-the-counter painkillers like ibuprofen and acetaminophen for children are getting harder and harder to find. If your child has a fever and is acting sick or is in pain and you're having a hard time finding child painkillers, here's what health experts say you can do. Use other forms of pain-killing medication, like a rectal suppository. Parents can crush up an adult ibuprofen or acetamin and mix it with a syrup or juice, but only if your child meets weight requirements. And there are other ways to treat fever too, including cold compresses under their arm or the back of their neck. But if the fever lasts longer than 5 days, and if an infant less than 2 months of age has a fever, seek medical attention. Also, call a doctor if your child gets dehydrated. Heartbreaking news: Emmy Award-winning actress Kirstie Alley has died. Her family says the 71-year-old died Monday after a short battle with cancer. Alley rose to fame in the late 1980s and early 1990s, playing Rebecca Howe, a bar manager for the successful TV comedy series Cheers. Although Alley was best known for her role in Cheers, she also starred in a number of other TV shows and films that included David's Mother, Veronica's Closet, and Look Who's Talking. Alley's children paid tribute to their mother on social media, saying, as iconic as she was on screen, she was an even more amazing mother and grandmother. The lava spewing from the largest active volcano in the world is creeping dangerously close to a major highway on Hawaii's Big Island. Huge fountains of lava have been shooting from the Mauna Loa volcano for a week. The flow is not a threat to communities or property. But if it gets to the Daniel K. Inouye Highway, it could shut down the route from the east to the west side of the Big Island. So local and state officials have now called in the National Guard, and they're devising a plan just in case the lava gets too close. The natural spectacle is also drawing in large crowds, both local and visitors hoping to get a closer look. It is creating a safety hazard, forcing authorities to set up safe viewing areas. Listen up, we have 2 important recalls to tell you about. Recall number 1. The Food and Drug Administration is alerting consumers to a recall of 12,000 cases of James Farm frozen raspberries. The recall is due to potential hepatitis A contamination. Illness occurs within 15 to 50 days of exposure. Symptoms include fatigue, abdominal pain, and jaundice. Officials urge anyone who may have consumed the product or shows symptoms to contact a health professional because vaccine or other treatments may be needed. And recall number 2. The Laundress brand has recalled millions of cleaning products because of a possible bacteria exposure that could cause infections. At least 11 infections have already been reported. The items include laundry detergents, fabric conditioner, and cleaning products manufactured between January 2021 and September 2022. People with weakened immune systems, underlying lung conditions, or who have external medical devices are most at risk. Consumers are urged to immediately stop using the products and throw them away. They can request a refund from the company. Imagine everyone seeing your account balance when you use an ATM. Well, that's what this machine does. It's a special ATM made by the Brooklyn Art Collective Mischief. The group installed the ATM at Art Basel. That is a 5-day art festival in Miami Beach that attracts super rich people. The ATM lists the highest balances on a leaderboard, similar to the way old arcade games displayed high scores. Well, according to Mischief, the highest balance it recorded was $9.5 million. Whoa. Can you imagine having that much money in your checking account? Oh my goodness. If that happened to me, I would invest it in a film studio, equipment, making a movie. Wow. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone. And you can also watch on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku.